A boy went back to Napoli because he missed the scenery, the native dances and the charming song.
I am never taking this off. Man City new Black Edition 2023. It looks absolutely spectacular. The big news this week is Jeremy Doku to Manchester City. We got a here we go verbal agreement from Fabrizio Romano, a package worth around 60 million euros in total. Medical tests are being scheduled this week. Personal terms agreed on a long-term deal. I am over the blue moon with this transfer. I cannot believe we actually got this done because it seems like every winger that we were linked to was either going to Chelsea or we were priced out of. He was excellent in the Euros and he's been playing excellent football for the Belgium national team over the last couple of years. And his connection with Kevin De Bruyne was one of the major key factors that actually brought him here. Remember, Kevin De Bruyne told Pep Guardiola how good this guy was, how dynamic he was. What does he bring to Man City? Speed, dynamism. He's got that devilish pace on him. He's so incredibly explosive. A quote that Thierry Henry said, "If you're one-on-one with this guy, just pray." Obviously, this is from Pep Guardiola in itself. He wants his wingers to have ball retention. Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, these are not quick football players, right? Not sprinters. These are not like incredibly fast players. Grealish is actually pretty deceptively fast, but Mahrez and Bernardo Silva, those players are not really fast. But players like Sané and Sterling would outsmoke all those three any day of the week. So to have someone like Jeremy Doku come in here, it's going to add a new element to Manchester City Football Club. The pace that this guy has, you know, I could already envision a through ball from Kovacic to Jeremy Doku, cut inside, gives it to Haaland, tap in. One key element to his game that I think might be slightly worrisome is his finishing. Remember, anybody can look good in a highlight reel. I don't really look at your goals too much. I look at your decision making. Can finish. I've seen him score goals. But the thing is, it's not at the level of tier that I've seen some of our other wingers and some of the other top tier wingers in the Premier League shoot at. So if he can work on that, I didn't really see him use his left foot too much in a lot of the highlight reels that I've seen over the last couple of days. But I think it's something that we can work on. It's Jeremy Doku, 60 million euros, around 55 million pounds to Manchester City Football Club. I'm ecstatic. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments down below. He is a fantastic football player. I'm so happy he's at our club. It's a quick interjection here before I continue on with the video. One of my good friends, a guy that I just met earlier this year, and I instantly hit it off with this guy. He's a fellow Manchester City fan. He's a good friend of mine. He just got married a couple days ago, so I want to publicly congratulate him because I know he's watching this video. Man, I wish you nothing but the best. Again, congratulations. I wish you all the happiness in the world, man. Well, it looks like our injury woes continue to get worse, and whereas De Bruyne is out until January 2024, and now John Stones is ruled out until after the international break, which I think happens around September 9th. And not only that, our manager is now injured. Yes, our Catalonian central defensive midfielder is injured. Pep Guardiola is getting back surgery from a apparently reoccurring injury that he's had for a pretty long time. And he's going to be out for pretty much the next two Premier League games, and he's going to be coming back around the same time as John Stones from what I see here. This John Stones' injury is a concern. However, Ruben Diaz is back. We still have Ake on the bench. We still have players like Rico Lewis who can come in and fill a void in. And obviously, Josko Gvardiol put in an incredible shift against Newcastle. So that is not too worrisome. Bernardo Silva is coming back into training this week, which is fantastic news. Yeah, so we're playing Sheffield on August 27th, away from home, and we're at home to Fulham on Saturday on September 2nd, and our next game is September 16th. So I think in between there is the international break. So Pep Guardiola and John Stones are going to be missing for the next two games. Can we cope with this? 100%. Are there any excuses to Man City? Absolutely not. We have no excuses to lose any of these two games. You all know Pep Guardiola. We all know Pep Guardiola. There's no way in hell that Lilo is not going to be getting a message at halftime from Pep Guardiola watching in Barcelona from his TV, watching Manchester City play. He's definitely going to be giving some tactical advice.
Breaking story just into us. Manchester City's move to sign Lucas Paqueta from West Ham United is now totally off. An £80 million deal had been...
Okay. I do not care. Great football player, not worth 88 million pounds, and apparently they wanted a little bit more than that, and Cole Palmer, okay? You can miss me with that BS, West Ham. That is one of the most horrendous offers I've ever seen, or one of the most horrendous requests I think I've ever seen in a transfer window involving our club in like the last 5 years. That is absolutely pitiful. I would have done this deal like 65, 70 million max, but 80 plus regardless. I mean, I would honestly, if we did sign him at 80, I wouldn't say I wouldn't accept him. I'm just saying it's a little bit too expensive to my liking. Because of West Ham's new valuation and because of the new investigations to Lucas Paqueta, I'm not really too keen on this deal as I once was last week, but the deal is off. Now we're going to be looking at a new midfielder. Maybe we can go for the guy that I talked about so much on this channel last year, and I brought him up this year as well. Florian Wirtz. A fantastic, fantastic football player, left foot, right foot, attacking midfielder. He has some of the best successful dribbles amongst the Bundesliga teams, and the key thing about him is he's very good at interceptions, as you can see here. He ranks amongst some of the best players in the Bundesliga for interceptions. And as an attacking midfielder, that is a new element that I don't really see in a lot of attacking midfielders. Florian Wirtz is an option. Obviously, I've said Nicolo Barella on this channel for the last 5 million years, and I will continue to say his name because he's not English and he'll be considerably cheaper than pretty much any other target we could go for. There's obviously players like Frankie de Jong that we can go for. Maybe we can explore some sort of agreement with Barcelona because we're giving them João Cancelo, good riddance, and Frankie de Jong can come inside. So, Frankie de Jong is a good option there. Ryan Cherki is a good option too, but that might be very, very expensive. Florian Wirtz would be expensive too, but Florian Wirtz is such a good player. I'm going to tell you how highly I rate Florian Wirtz. Jude Bellingham, Pedri, and Musiala are the only football players in the world aged 20 and younger that I think are better than Florian Wirtz. I think Florian Wirtz is legitimately a possibility for a top-class, generational type midfielder. He is that good. I've been watching him closely for the last 2 seasons. He is such a good football player. I don't care about the price. 80 plus million pounds for Lucas Paqueta. That's kind of like, you know, that it's like a little bit iffy for me. I don't care if we splash 100 million pounds on this guy, 115 million pounds. I could give a damn. He is that good. He is a tiny bit injury prone. He only played like 25 games last season in total, but so was Erling Haaland, and our medical staff has done an excellent job in keeping him fit. So Florian Wirtz is an excellent option here. Stuff has happened. A lot of good and bad stuff has happened this week, but regardless, we move on. We are playing Sheffield this weekend. Thank you all so much for watching.